Alrighty. Is this spelled correctly?
Correct. Whoa, we just got another.
Yeah, we got another one.
And another one. Oh, it was too late. It was too late, too bad. We cut it off. Cake fart won, but too late.
I'm sorry. Apparently Cake Fart won, but it's too late. And we got another one. Oh boy. Right. We're about to start The Legend of Ingrid. Are you ready? I see them already. Let's have a countdown, you guys. In 3, 2, 1, go! So first of all, you see that there's no giant long opening cutscene happening, which is a major improvement from SD already. Anyway, go fire up some donations. We're gonna have some cutscenes first.
Well, we got some more in because people were really hyped for Cake Fart and Murphy. Nick came in, donated 81 euros and 85 cents, saying Cake Fart. Then Shadow Wolf came in with 27 euros and 30 cents, who says Murphy boys. Wow, guys, that's impressive. I think we'll have to have some kind of Cake Fart homage somewhere because, wow. Thank you all so much for your wildly generous donations there.
You guys are all amazing. Anyway, it's her birthday! And for some reason we're sleeping on this wooden platform deck right here. And our little sister was searching for us, Errol. Shouting Fratellino! Which is a major staple in every starting Wind Waker run. Anyway, now that the run has started, I'm proud to announce that there is another donation incentive if you still have some money to throw against walls. It's the donation incentive to actually do barrier skip after the run. After the run is done, I'm in a position to do barrier skip, which is something that's discovered 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago. So if you want to see me doing that, definitely stick around, donate a bunch, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do that trick that we wanted for so long. And now we're going to talk to Granny because, well, it's her birthday. She has something for us. In the meantime, fire it up, Rule.
The role-playing guy came in with a 20 euro donation and says, "Save the animals." Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dude. I should probably also address the elephant in the room. Why is this language a bunch of letters without like real meaning? It's actually Italian, because it's not spaghetti. Okay, spaghetti language. From the while an SD. Oh boy. In the Wind Waker SD, Japanese was the fastest language. However, in HD, they sped up every language except for Japanese, and now Italian is the fastest, with Spanish being around 5 seconds slower. It's definitely, it's definitely negligible. Okay, so we just save warped, which basically is a faster way of getting to places right here and in some dungeons. We're gonna do it a lot. And now that we are packed in green, ready to go, our little sister has something for us. Ciao, fratellino! And we're getting the best item that we're never ever gonna use, even in casual play, outside of, this one's fourth cutscene. We're getting the Canocchioli, or the telescope, for short. So, there. Look at the mailman. Just spy at him. And he's losing his feathers over something. Somewhere there. And there's a giant bird with, for some reason, you're like a similar high altitude level. You can see that he has a girl, and somehow these pirates with these Crazy Doom, they're just shooting random cannonballs at birds. And that's our plot line. We have a mission right now. We have to save that innocent little girl. Oh wait, she just got dropped somewhere. How big of a coincidence would it be if she landed actually on the island that we are on? Oh wait, that happens. And her sister saw the whole thing as well. So we're just flying off. However, we're nothing without a sword. This is kind of medieval times. So how about we're getting our sword practice right here at Orca's house. And go off with a donation.
We got in 2 if you have time for that. One from the role-playing guy who donates 20 euros and says, barrier skip hype. And then Zeta comes in with 10 euros and said, did somebody say barrier skip? Let's get some hype for that. And I believe that makes 30.
Yeah, that donation already got met. Good job, guys. So now we're gonna fight Orca. See if we're a talented swordsman or not. I would like to believe so. So, I'll just stab him. We're not going for the full 4-stab combo here. This is faster to keep him here. Spin attacks, pretty important, especially if you buffer them. And now for a reaction minigame. That was on purpose to actually get him to trigger early. And if we were fast enough, which we didn't, he would immediately do another reaction command. Now the hardest of all the ones, a jump attack. Anyway, we're pretty alright for a swordsman. So we're getting the butter knife. And the whole quest of this marathon run is getting another sword. How ungrateful are we? And again, let's do a save warp. There's not much to say about this first island. I do love the donation name Ingrid, however. So it's really quick. Yes, it's true, rolling definitely is the fastest way of traversing over land. At least. Until we get a certain other item, and it's not the dash hoop from Ape Escape. I wish that was in the game. So, for some reason, she fell into this forest, and fortunately enough, she got stuck in a tree. Honestly, the tree should have broken down already. Okay, a little bit of skill here. Technique. We're getting this rupee here. Jump to the left so that the bokoblin actually sees us. Tries to attack us, goes out of the way. Okay, cool. 24 rupees. We ideally want to leave here with 30. A little bit more, a little bit less. Yeah? We could. We could definitely do that. And because of Cruel, I actually forgot to grab the rupees right here. Don't worry about it. It's for a good cause. Now we're the heroes. Okay, the beginning may be a little bit slow, but after a little while the cutscenes are over and it's all gameplay. There's Gonzo, being the manly man that he is. He's crying over the well-being of his captain. Yes, that little girl actually is a captain of the giant pirate ship that we just saw. So yeah, we're gonna celebrate, I hope. And obviously our little sister is here to join the party as well. Fearlessly she runs over the rope bridge. Without knowing that there's trouble afoot. Danger, as we say. And now that's the actual plot of the whole game. We need to save our little sister. But not like that. If that were also there, that would have been the end of our adventure. And now that this all is going on, I can probably tell you some stuff about the actual bear skip that is going on after this run. So, 9 months ago, actually it might have been 10 at this point in time, someone, actually it was the guy who actually found another trick that we're going to do later on, Gritana. He actually found, he actually used the trick that he also found, item sliding. He actually used that against the barrier, and somehow he clipped through. He didn't know how, nor was he able to replicate it in a timely manner. No one believed him, and someone else did it and recorded it. And, well, he was believed later on. But still, how? No one knew how. Fast forward a little bit later, Dragonbane, who is one of the main developers of the trainer tools, and does a lot of Wii U development for speedrunners. He created an input logger. Oh yeah, we need to get the shield right now. He created an input logger that basically showed you where you were, what your angle was, what your speed was. And people have been trying to do barrier skip for months. So yeah, fast forward to 2 weeks ago, the moment the schedule for BSG got made. Or actually the day before. Gritana found out how, or actually he did it again. And he logged it and he recorded it. So he sent all that stuff to Dragonbane to find out what exactly happened. And 1 day later, the 10th of April, Dragonbane was proud to announce that Gritana found another big thing in speedrunning history, barrier skip for HD. And for SD, it also works for SD. However, it's not possible to get enough speed in that game. It doesn't work, however, it is theoretically possible. But yeah, speeding up is definitely possible in this game. Wait and see. See. Oh, the memes. Oh yeah, we're joining the pirates as well. Everyone throw some pirate emojis in chat. Our closing brackets, I believe. Yeah, the moment he tweeted that out, everyone, like almost everyone in the community, went on to trying it out with the exact X coordinates, 25 speed, between 40 and 6,000 speed units, and the angle, which is also pretty precise. Like out of the 65,536 possible angles that this game has, only like 15 or so angles work. So, and getting within that range without like the input logger software, it's kind of difficult. We have a setup for it, but it's not waterproof yet. However, we're still in like the beginning. The routes are still getting changed. They're not every day, but there's a lot of hype about it. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. So, everyone who played the Wind Waker probably didn't like this section, the rope game. Hear a lot of noping. Wouldn't say that I liked it. I also wouldn't say that it was that annoying. Especially the second rope game. This one is pretty easy. I mean, it's kind of boring how he shows us like how to swing our ropes. Honestly, we're not even gonna swing our ropes that much. And somehow he has the ability to do like a major long jump. Wow. And to make it worse, it's actually on a timer. Did I actually? Okay, so those were the cycles. Please don't. Is it? So I'll not do the side up. Hey, you did it! So apparently this is like a pirate challenge that you need to have years for to prepare for. Apparently the pirates aren't as agile, so they're doing that. Even without mishap, I'm still pretty good on time. So Ingrid is going. And we're gonna save warp again. I got a request from Cruel that because Cake Fart theoretically won. Actually, that's impossible. I need to start the file in that case. I wanted to name it Cake Fart, but then it doesn't say saved. Sorry, guys. I'll definitely remember you. Okay, so apparently we already arrived at our destination, Forsaken Fortress. And all of these lights are on a global cycle. So I want to go up here as quick as possible. And mass as quick as possible. And it's only possible in Spanish and Italian and maybe German. Actually, no, not German. If we're fast enough, we can get the 2 red rupees that are there pretty quickly. If we actually get spotted by one of those spotlights, we will get put in a jail cell, and that's never good business. It's not the worst, fortunately. Yeah, how do we go there? Pirates always have the best ideas. How about we're putting Link in a barrel? And on a catapult. The sound effects are top tier. Bye now. And there goes our sword. In front of the door that we actually need to go. How fortunate. Fortunately, we are not. So we have to go all the way up there to get the sword. We are defenseless, however. So I can understand that it threw a lot of people off that the first like half hour of the game was actually stealth. And that is not fun. Oh yeah, Tetra actually slipped us a gossip stone, which is an ancient artifact or something. And she just gave it to a random boy who asked for a lift. Good girl. Good girl. Those were nice on the cycle. On the SD version, there's a jump coming up. That's pretty easy to make because they're actually notches in the controller. The Wii U, however, lacks that. So I'm going for the next best thing. Don't roll here, otherwise we're gonna have a little text box popping up. There's this bokoblin here that we need to like just be a defeated character. so that he doesn't use the light and throw bombs at us. So what I want him to do is follow me. Thank you. And for some weird reason, enemies also have fall damage. Wrong button. Yep. Come here, come here. Oh yeah, this is the only bokoblin in the game that actually has a lot of HP, but if we get him, throw him off, he just dies. So we go there, and now we're going to the top. Just pretty alright. So stand in line. Not go between the pots. And next up is a little bit of a door clip that's not particularly faster, but it looks pretty alright. Swaggy actually. That's how you go into doors. Okay, so there are two moblins here who can catch you and put you in jail. However, if you're fast enough, they won't actually see you. I mean, they notice you, but like they can't come close. And there's another one right here, and he actually is a little bit tricky. You don't have to do this stuff perfectly, but it would definitely help. Okay, he saw us, or if we're fast enough, he won't throw his lantern. Come on, there we go. So let's sidle against his wall, and if you do it like real weird, you can do double steps, and it's a little bit faster. However, the actual doing it is pretty awkward. Definitely saves around 10 seconds in total. If you count this one with. I'm not doing a great job right now. Okay, this one was worse than the previous, but whatever. And there's a sword. Fortunately, there's a green bokoblin here. There's a little bit more HP than the blue ones. Except for the singular blue one, he was special. That's it. Only in the HD version we can do double stabs. Sometimes throws us off, but it happens pretty randomly. I get lucky there. And we're already on the brink of saving our little sister. Ah, there she is, and two other girls. Or if you play the game casually and are going for 100%, the story of those two girls actually is pretty cool. Like, one of them is rich, the other isn't. And after you save them later on, spoiler, you don't save them now, the Helmorok King kind of makes sure you don't do it. But they actually switch up their wealth. I'm not sure how that actually went through, because I'm sure that the pirates will make both the families poor. They're good-hearted pirates, sort of, I guess. And there he is. The man. Final boss. It's Ganondorf. Yeah, just toss him overboard. One of the charms of the Wind Waker HD, or the Wind Waker in general, actually is the art style, and especially the character design. Just look at Link's, how many expressions that he has? Like over 100. You can get like a camera later on in the game, or actually you can get it within 5 minutes of now actually, but I'm not going for it. But in the HD version they actually added a selfie mode, so you can make selfies, and you can actually change his face to do 10 different weird stuff. 10? Yeah, 10. including letting his eyes go all having a life of their own. Yeah, we get saved by a boat. A talking boat, the king of red lions. For like the low amount of voice acting that's actually in the game, it's pretty amazing. So a little backstory about how we have to stop that man that we just saw. There's another story point. However, he's ashamed that he has no sail, and we need to get him a sail. For that, we need 80 rupees. We have 64 right now. So I need 16 more. And that's actually the only money that we need in this whole run. Previously, before barrier skip, we needed like, what, 1200 in total towards the end of the game. It's pretty easy to get it, like, no extra... Oh, we got 65, even better. Yeah, Windfall Island, it's basically the main island of the game where a lot of story stuff happens. Apparently in HD, grabbing the rupee is faster than doing another spin attack. And we actually have to save this guy here. I hear a lot of Tingle fanboys here already. Tingle is a friend. Woohoo! And he actually is the reason that we need 1200 rupees. Because even though we saved his life, or his freedom rather, we gave him his freedom back, and he still has like 400 rupees per chart to the cipher. Luckily, we only need to do that in 100% and glitchless right now. As for any percent... Yeah, we have to save him. For any percent and all dungeons, which is a new category because of barrier skip, we're not ever going there. So, look at the gamepad, and that's the only time we're looking at the gamepad. So actually this is... So we need 10 more rupees, get his rupee again that respawns. Say hi to this handsome little fella. And Mario is there, grumpy Mario even. And someone who is definitely in the wrong time zone. Anyway, he sells us his sail. And let's go from this small little island to adventure. Yeah. First thing that you're gonna see me do after, well, this basically, is that I'm sail pumping right here. The timing is a little bit different than in SD and only saves like 2 seconds per quadrant. So it's not a lot, but it's still, it's free. Another thing that you might see in a little bit, these barrels. If you go through them, barrels with rupees come up, and you can get like 80 rupees if you do all of that. We don't need to do that anymore, so we don't need any rupees for the ciphering charts and whatnot. I mean, there are these random barrels, but these are not part of the game. The rupee game, that is. I should probably also mention that this is the longest trip we're going to ever do with the boat. After this, we have our own methods of going around the sea. So get used to the face, or don't get used to it. Okay, we're almost at Dragon Roost Islands. Also, enjoy the music. It's one of the better tracks in the game. There is like, yeah, there's one other track that I would definitely put like really high up on my list. However, in a new all dungeons route, or because of barrier skip, it's actually impossible to enjoy it since it's not there anymore. So that's why I'm kind of not that big of a fan for barrier skip. It basically, the one thing that I enjoyed, they took away. Oh yeah, that way. Another difference that HD has over SD is that they only show you what you have to do here once instead of twice. Because apparently Wii U owners are a little bit more able. That's what I'm gonna leave it on. So with a smart jump, we can actually get up here. Blow up the bomb. And talk to Mr. Bird. Ingrid? Is that you? Ingrid, is that you? Mr. Turtle. So we're having a lot of dialogue in this this little area. It continues for like 4 minutes. And after that we're going to our first dungeon, Dragon Roost Cavern. Which definitely is about technique. We're getting our first item there which allows us to break the game. And some other stuff. But first, more talking to birds. I do want to give a reminder that after this run, since we're in the Nintendo block now, Super Metroid is going to be run 100% by Fader, who is sitting in the back. Heyo. And there's still a donation incentive going for that. Kill or save the animals. I'm guessing that your preference goes to kill? Stupid question. So, do you want to befriend Fader? Or do you want him do the extra mile and rescue these poor creatures?
Speaking of killing or saving the animals, right now, Father's preference is in the lead, with killing the animals at 208.24 euros, with saving the animals at 152.91. So you need to get a little over 50 euros in to save those poor little cute animals, guys.
Oh. So you probably didn't see it because my gamepad is hidden from view. But right here I need to multitask while moving along. I needed to get into my item menu, needed to open this mail bag that I just got, and in the next set of movements, don't talk to her double, I need to equip the letter that I just did while rolling. So that's some sort of management or multitasking that you just gotta learn. I mean, it's not the worst. You only got to learn it if you're actually going for better times. But it's not the hardest either. So, for some reason we needed to give the letter to this guy. He was like, you want this pearl? Nah. But that pearl is actually something that we need to collect. Okay, now we need to go out of the menu. There we go. roll up to the wall right there, because if we roll into the stairs itself, well, yeah, we'll do that. Just like Spyro, Link likes crashing. Okay, so this room is a little bit special. By entering this room, we're on a timer here, because the wind is going in a few directions. However, on Italian and Spanish, I guess, it is possible to actually get a first cycle with a little bit of leeway. On English, you basically need to do it pretty perfectly. But if you're fast enough, you don't have to wait for the wind, which I'm trying to go for right now. We're still good. Yeah, there we go. Enjoy. Hope you like bird throwing, because that's definitely a part of the fourth temple that we're not gonna do, unfortunately. And we get a bottle, which seems like, yo, it's not that special. However, if you know your Zelda, bottles are the best thing ever. Especially in Ocarina of Time. Wind Waker, not so much. Twilight Princess, not so much. Not sure about Skyward Sword. Definitely in the N64 titles, the bottle is pretty broken. 2, 3, 4, waiting. And there's this lengthy cutscene of, well, this whole lake filling up again. There's just one thing separating myself and the dungeon, and that's this pool of lava. Unfortunately, Link is incapable of doing a lava boost. So we're just using these statues. Bless you. So, Dragonor's Cavern, or Caverna del Drago. So, just putting all these statues out of the way. Go over. Oh, I actually hit them both. Can I get it? Cool. Just light a few torches for the small key here. Good job. Like, I couldn't throw it earlier because I was on that raised platform, and then I just throw over it as well, and now I just missed. Good job. And we're already in a lava place, which normally in true Zelda fashion is like the second dungeon, but I started with the fire and ended. No, actually the second one. Second dungeon is forest based. Lava boost. Bad angle right there. The jump slash there is just a little bit faster. I'm gonna take the easy way. If he wants to jump. So bombs are part of this game. Well, not as broken as in the Nintendo 64 games. They're definitely useful. I was waiting for that. Doing great so far. So don't go all the way up here, since there's a choo-choo just waiting to jump at you. Cool guy. Now there is this guy. That's a pretty nice sword. Better than my butter knife. I mean, it can break wooden doors right here. So 2 more choo-choos. Good guys. Also, I enjoy the beeping. It's not a Zelda game without beeping. So. Oh no. Blow up the... It didn't blow up the bomb, unfortunately. Come on. Okay, just... Dare I say it? It's never happened before? Hearts? No. What's the next room? Oh, another one of these. We need... That was a massive launch, by the way. That looked pretty sick. Blow up the door. Now we're outside. Which... Oh no. Knowing my luck, we're gonna fall somewhere. Okay, that fire stopped at least. Same for that fire. Yeah, they're on a global cycle. No, yeah, okay, that angle's bad. You can make the jump. I call it the marathon luck. Okay, that thing just stays silent. Good boy. Trying it once more, and otherwise we're gonna do it the safe way. Or the developer intended way, mind you. Enjoy the trip down. Okay, now we need to wait. I like how this wooden step ladder like didn't combust or there we go. Like didn't. So skip that as well. Use this bomb to blow up the rock right there. And use the cutscene to just traverse a little bit. So this room is just long and tedious, but there are rats here actually that will steal your money. And this text box is mandatory, so we're talking. Oh yeah, I've had it happen to me once, that this rat here. I had 3 rupees, and somehow he stole 4 rupees. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. While this room is still going on. Yeah.
We got in a €2 and 5-cent donation from Mr. Quicker, who says, "I'm gonna fix my donation total." Also, Riekeltje, will barrier skip be first try?
Second? I'll go for second. I was practicing it earlier on here at the event, and I had some problems with, well, both the television, which wasn't an HD one, and well, this gamepad, which is like suboptimal. And Sita was in the room. That's also, yeah, that's also pretty disturbing. You left the room twice, and at that time period, I actually got it, which is a good thing. So I'm killing this guy with a Okay, I'm not gonna kill this guy with a jump strike spin attack. So, save him. It could have been better, but could have been worse. The way forward continues. We have been outside. Yeah, we've been inside already. So let's wait to say hi and then walk around, Mr. I keep forgetting what his name is. Mr. Brute. Nah. Probably isn't. So we just undid that warp pod right there. We're gonna warp back to this room later since the boss door is here, not the boss key. There's this it's a pretty disturbing dragon. You think? What would be the cause of his anger? Maybe we'll find out later. I try. Okay, he didn't die. 3, 4, 5. And one more hit. That's it for him. Now finally, after trying to get us in prison, here's a moblin. Okay. Why didn't that thing hit? There we go. Please don't. And we're finally getting the item that finally rids this game of kinda how slow paced it is. We're not getting the dash hoop, we're getting anytime now? The Rampino or the grapple hook. The grapple hook definitely is a pretty cool addition to this game. Why? Just wait and see. After the save warp. So now we're getting the boss key. It is possible to skip the boss key, but you do need like a leaf for it, and it's pretty hard. So it's pretty suboptimal to like get the Deku leaf. Also, this happened. Whoa! I had barely enough speed for that. So gyro controls are the best. I had barely enough speed for that. Should have waited a little bit more longer. But yeah, this is an item slide, and we're definitely going to use item slide everywhere. This is the first trick that Cortana found by accident. By having a broken Pro Controller. Yeah, it... Hello. Hello. Like the way how it works is, you go in a direction, you pause, or you're so fast that you can do it in 1 frame, but that's considered TAS only. That you go into the ESS position of the opposite side. So if you want to go to the back for some reason, you hold all the way back, then go in ESS on top while paused, unpause. Then you're going all the way to the back. But it also allows us to do some other cool stuff. So now that we have the boss door. So let's... Almost. Okay, something that's pretty cool Fuzziness found this. If we item slide into this door, look here, we're at the boss door. Or almost, if I waited a second longer. And now it's time for the first boss. It's a tail with a hook on it. This isn't Paper Mario. Actually, it's just Goma. So notice how much the system actually lags right now. That's yeah. There's a lot of particle and bloom effects, and the Wii U just can't handle it. So we do have to play with lag reduction in this game. Lava boost, the real one. Look how much fright there is in his eyes. So, walk out of the way maybe? Yep. These fireballs can hit you. Okay. Oh, I was way too far. So I actually have no idea how he is standing right now. So I'm actually gonna make it lag. Oh, we're perfect. Well, damage has been done already. Walk around the fireball. Now I'm not gonna be in time. Yeah, I wanted it to be like. Oh, actually, we're still in time. That as soon as his face ends, lava boost. And now that we can actually attack him because his outer shell is broken, that we're like right in front of him and blinking. And we can defeat him with a 2 cycle. There we go. Not the hardest boss, just the longest. And we get a heart container for our troubles. We're not actually gonna get a heart container. We don't generally need it. Like especially for Master Sword, it's pretty... Actually, this whole game is pretty easy to complete with only 3 hearts if you're cautious enough. So now we're in this cutscene. We got one more cutscene, or a giant one actually. Falu is his name. Of him actually being cool again. Falu, not to be mistaken by the Sunshine and 3D World Runner in Galaxy. Or What If? Also, cue the good music. He's calling for Ingrid again. And not for Cake Fart. We should name someone Cake Fart. Can we call her both Cake Fart? Cool. We're still gonna use him. I can't rename it. Like once you choose a name, you're stuck with it. It being a file name. Right there. Yeah, there's start, copy, cancel, and delete. And there's a hero mode button, which you only use in any percent, if at all. So on top of here, don't roll because you'll definitely roll into the stairs. We're learning our first song here, the Wind's Requiem. And all that accomplishes we change the wind and we spawn a giant frog on the cloud. Just passing through. There's another song. Fortunately, we won't learn that until after this category has ended. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm gonna make a safety save real quick. Because we're gonna do something that can fail, but it's pretty cool to see. This is something else that Super Swimming has done for us. We're Super Swimming. This is a pretty slow swim, all things considered. No, no, no. That's why it failed. I should have Z-targeted. If you know your SD Super Swimming, it actually goes pretty slow. You can be at the other end of the map within a few seconds with the speed that you can get in this game. This is a little bit better. So we fade all the islands, and we're already there. Yo! This is actually one of the easier super swims since there's a load barrier. They'll become harder later on. Actually, the hardest one of the game is on this island, but I'm not going for it. It's pretty marathon unsafe. Fuzzy would like to differ, but he's fuzzy. He's a man among legends. Dramatic tension, even though can't read what's happening right now. So real quick, I'm gonna set the wind south so that the boat will actually talk with us again. Oh no, he wants to talk, he doesn't let us in unless the wind is going south. I don't know why he has it complex, but sure. Talk again. Yeah, what we've done right now is a sequence break. Instead of going to the island where we're supposed to go next, we're we first got here to trigger the Endless Night. Then we're getting bombs, and after that we're continuing where we actually left off and going to the Forbidden Woods. In the meanwhile, it looks like it's a soft lock, but don't worry, this is normal. I mean, this looks normal, right? There's water. Oh, my day is going pretty fine. What about you, Box?
Just doing fine here, Beyonce.
I could see you. When I began experimenting like in the beginning. I tried to do super strength on this island. I failed. I actually got into I warped into the boat, and then it would definitely here we are. And then it would just crash into a rock in that cutscene. Because there's a direct line from that island to the island where we're going, we can just simply wait a bit, and then we're there. We do have to reset the wind for it to be faster. So look really closely. You can see Forsaken Fortress, Windfall Island there. And we're going to do something that every hacker would like to have its hands on. Password skip. Which is a frame perfect trick in SD. In HD they kind of changed it up, so now it's a double frame perfect trick. At least the first part of it. The other part is just being not bad at the game. Okay. A little speed boost right there. Nothing in my hands. Cool. Okay, this can take a few tries. So I did one thing correctly, but didn't let go of the analog stick. So I need to hold left, press A on the correct frame, and then release left, and there I got it. It's hard to see on this monitor. There we go. So I'm going to do it differently than anyone else. Walk forward. Forward. I said forward. I wasn't walking there. Okay, and if this is... No. Okay. We weren't forwards enough. Let's try again. When I started learning this trick, it was actually pretty frustrating since it never worked. So I actually just got the password in normal runs back then. Nowadays, it's actually pretty doable. Okay, okay, that was kind of my bad. It's a pretty dark monitor. I could increase the brightness a little bit. It's never the player's fault. Yeah, Link. I'll try it once more. Okay, now I'm gonna make it a little bit more brighter, if I know how. Menu, display, here. All part of the run. Whoa, it's like all the way down. So this should be alright. Yeah, much better. Or at least a little bit better. I can actually see the dots now. Okay, a little bit too far to the left. Come on, this is not going to be the trick that's going to be the death of the run right now. Nothing in my hands. So go forwards. Now it works. Yeah, first try. Hey, Ingrid! And welcome to Rope Game 2. Which is arguably the harder one of the two. Actually, it is the harder one of the two. And I'm trying to actually fall down somewhere, which makes it a little bit easier for us. Now we have to open the door for some reason. He doesn't like to do it himself anymore. Already? Can I climb up here? Cool. It actually just allows me to get on top of this torch again. I want to land here. Without stopping, there we go. That's rope game 2, and no more rope games from now on. No! Okay, so now that's, I guess, the most frustrating part of the run is over. Let's continue our journey towards Forbidden Woods. And obviously Tetra knew that that we were getting our bombs. Now we need to hurry to our own island after something else. The next temple, obviously. So we're gonna do another super swim. One that's kind of easier since there are no red zones. Get bombs over there. We can actually use the bombs to stop us getting any extra speed. So carefully in the water. That's nice. That was pretty carefully. The bigger islands here have like load zones around them, I guess, because the islands needs to get loaded. And therefore some islands are, if you get close to them, you'll definitely hit the load zone and just sploosh is what it's called. Okay, so instead of going through this whole thing, we're gonna use a bomb clip right here. We're just gonna swim under the whole island all the way to the load trigger right there. Shout out to Castle Strats. Okay, so the other donation incentive for this game, doing the Forest Water Quick Kill on Kelly Demas, the boss of the next dungeon, that was met before, like pretty quickly. So here is our water. It was already met Tex. So if I do it, time it right, you can climb up there. Just using the like the item slides everywhere. And this tree with a face has a problem. Big problem. So for those with like low frame rates, eat your heart out. Not it? Aww. Of course. Of course. Of course! We're getting items today. Hello? And that's everyone. So now we're going into another cutscene where the tree thanks us by talking into Hillian, thinking we're the old hero of legend. Fortunately we're not. Or unfortunately. And he's like, what? You understand me? Okay, I'll talk English. Or Italian, sure. a Latin language. Maybe that's a better thing. And if you played Breath of the Wild recently, you get to hate these people. The Koroks. 900 of them. Never again. I stopped after 90. Yeah, one of them is missing. Not that guy, he's just informing us that one of them is missing. And we are actually... We need to save them. Okay, we kind of lost a lot of time already. Should I go for bulb skip?
Yes.
If I fail, it's like 45 seconds of trying again. Okay. We have the time, I guess. So we're getting the leaf, which is a pretty... it's one of the better items in terms of getting around. Okay, we're going for bulb skip, which is not that steady in HD, better in SD. However, I believe that I have like a good setup for it. But do I? Again, gyro controls are the best. So bulb skip is skipping one of these bulbs, but the last one, to get there like pretty quickly. Oh, I wasn't ready for it. Okay. Got it! I'm not sure how much time it saved, but it was a cool show. It's worth it. Get the thing before I fall. Oh, we don't need magic. That's cool. Okay, so we need to go all the way to the other island by timing, like setting the wind straight and timing me going over that thing. Fortunately, I'm a speedrunner. However, if I was more to the left, I would have crashed the Wii U. That would have been great. So fortunately we're not, and now we're in the Bosco Prohibido? Prohibido? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're in this dungeon and we have bombs. We're not supposed to have bombs here, and it definitely breaks. That's running out. It definitely breaks the whole dungeon. Like all the puzzles that we don't have to do. What I did there just now was leaf pumping. It allows me to stay on the same, altitude. Because normally, if you use the leaf, you go down a little bit. But we can't have that in certain places. This whole dungeon is testing your ability to do the item slide correctly. And well, even though that was like the first necessary item slide, yeah, even though that was the first necessary item slide, it can get wilder from that. That one just looked impressive. So we do need to wait for the bombs to explode rather than exploding themselves. Because we need to be out of the way. But yeah, we skipped the puzzle there. We're skipping a pretty easy puzzle right here. And is this a room? Yeah, this is the big room. So, use the thing and go through the floor. Which actually is part of a bigger trick later on. Bait back skip. Fortunately, that's only a thing for, whatchamacallit, for 100% right now. Or not, since you do need the bait back for 100%. I don't know. Maybe any percent no BS. Where bullshit definitely stands for barrier skip. Okay, so another item slide. And look at an exploding bomb. So, I need to jump there. Just skipping this whole room. This actually is a maze with all those, an invisible maze. With walls that hurt you. Fortunately, you can skip all that. So, this also looks pretty impressive. There's actually a pretty good setup for like the whole thing. Yeah, this whole temple gets broken. But you do need to be good at at the item slide and know your setups. Don't. That enemy was annoying. Is annoying. More annoying is if there's a Piet above me that will knock me like all the way down. He didn't, so he's a friend. Now we're going for a mini boss fight against, I honestly forget all the names of all these enemies again. Mothwing? No. I mean, you could be right, like, who knows. Oh, actually that's... should have waited with that. Okay, fine, don't. Fine, don't. Okay, he's not gonna charge. That's actually pretty good, because if I hit him once, he will lose his one wing, lose all of his wings, and that Mamofula, that's his name. Creative indeed. And we get the boomerang, which is another item that can do item slides, which we're definitely gonna do later on. First, do a quick save warp, and do a trick that so this is something new that I don't remember who found it. Like Fuzzy came to me with like, yo, we need to practice this. Because this is called blue flower skip. Instead of using the catapult. Good skip. Instead of using the catapult to not the catapult, the boomerang. Come on. No? That looked pretty nice. Happy to have shown that off, but that's not what I meant to do. Let's actually use a boomerang. I think that's the key. I need to aim to the right of the flowers. Okay. It is fast flowers, bushes. There we go. We just skip through. Yeah, that could have failed. I was in the wrong position. Oh, all these little spiky balls. There we go. Now for a jump that's pretty weird, since I can't use the L button to have a consistent item slide. I failed. I need to go all the way to the back wall. And even then I have to leaf pump to actually make the platform. Okay, there goes the bush. The real bush this time. There we go. Cool. So there's a pretty intricate puzzle in this room. We can just skip it by, or not, by going through walls with so much speed that we just go here, collect the treasure and safe warp out. Because we're actually stuck in here. And now that we have the dungeon item, the boss key, we can go directly to the boss right now. And how about we're gonna do that? So, get rid of these things because obviously the dungeon item makes going through things pretty fast. So, I'm grabbing his bombs to kill these, wrong button here. Sure, that worked. Use bombs to kill all those guys. And this is the part that you've all been waiting for. The boss. Getting the forest water ready. And there's the guy that we needed to save, my car. Not your car. And here's Kelly Demas. In a little bit. So first off, I need to get this guy down. I thought this would be a little bit faster, otherwise it would be pretty cool. So I need to get this guy down from the ceiling, and after that I need to give him a few punches. Okay, that works too, I guess. Oh, I should have done it the other way. 2, 3. Oh wait, obviously that didn't work. What? Okay, cool. And now by just pouring the water on top of him, that's the end of Kelly Demas. This is actually enough faster, and I can probably talk a little bit about like how this was found. This wasn't found when Wind Waker SE was in its prime. It was actually found in September of last year, when someone called Fishwaffle64, for fun, he just, or actually accidentally, like all glitches get discovered, he dropped the forest water and it just killed the boss, and he was flabbergasted. Someone went to do that to all the bosses and mini bosses. Obviously it only works on Kelly Demas right here. It also works on SD. And we all think that the magic behind it, or the reasoning why, is that in Japanese the forest water is called holy water. And well, the woods get plagued by an evil spirit, Kelly Demas. And if you look at those two facts, then well, it sounds pretty alright. But it's never hinted anywhere in the game that you can do that. Alright, you can read the donation now.
We got a €13.93 donation from Zida, who says, somebody told me Vader likes to save animals. So put this towards that. And with that, saving the animals has crept a little bit closer, up to 188.89, only €20 behind killing the animals, so anything is up for grabs. Get your donations in now to save or kill the animals. Those poor, poor animals.
Hope you enjoyed the little concert that just happened there. I also like how, like, all but one of those Koroks just go up there, get a seat, and the one is just staying behind. You can see all these Koroks later on different islands where they have a seat, or on Breath of the Wild, where you will see all 900 of them if you so want to do. I recommend not. But for us, we're getting out of here. Just save warping out, and then doing the hardest thing of this run. The hardest, we call it super swim. That's it. So we need to have this beetle ship move a little bit for us, and then hopefully get it. Got enough speed? No, I don't think. No, this is way too slow. So now I'll probably just save warp, since that's faster to getting to the boat than actual swimming. That's why save warping there is pretty good. Because infinite retries. I like how Beetle is pretty pissed on the cover, on like the side of the boat. But if you go in and go out immediately, you could actually see him being pretty sad. Oh, this is still pretty slow. Yeah, don't go too fast or else sploosh. Okay, so now you'll actually get to see sad. Never mind. I didn't want to talk to this guy. Bye. Yeah, now he's pretty sad. Best feeling. Okay, so go that way a bit. Let him go. Ow. Okay. I have a pretty... Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, this is perfect. With this I can definitely get into the load zone of Outset, sorry. So yeah, we could drop into our grandmother, who's pretty sick right now, unfortunately. She got the colds. We can get a ferry for her. And then we can get an infinite amount of grandmother soup, which is pretty cool. We're on a quest, however. A quest to save the world, save Errol. And that was pretty slow, so let's try again. So while that's going on, hit the donation.
We got in a €25 donation from Framemeister Box, who says, "Sorry, Father, but as a fusion runner, I have to keep my game canon. Save the animals." And I do believe that puts saving the animals over killing the animals, so we will be killing the frames. If you want to save that time and be a good speedrunner, get your donations in now, guys.
Funny enough, Vader isn't in the room, so he was talking to an empty audience. You actually saw like the first big super swim there, where there was no load zone at the island, so I actually had to search for it, and I actually had to get close to it so that I would lose all my speed. And we have to do that 2 more times, since we need to place all 3 pearls that we got. I mean, it's true we only got 1, or we only got 2 so far. We'll be getting the other one now. Not a problem. So there's this giant thing at the back of Outset. We want to go like on the far outside. Far outside. And normally you're supposed to hit either specific points on his door or just hit the correct parts, which is the middle of these swirlies. That someone else had to tell you for you to know, I guess. And with that going on, we're having a nice little cutscene going on right now. And here is our last spirit, or not spirit. There's the last ancient animal who guards one of the pearls, Jaboon. The guy who kinda broke the Great Fish Island. And with that, the Eternal Night is also over, so we can make it daylight again. I didn't point it out, but like the inside of whatchamacallit, the Forbidden Woods, you could actually see it raining there in some parts. That's actually because the roof is open and adjusts to the weather. So if it was storming right there, you could actually see it. And with that, we have the final pearl. So now it's time to place all the pearls, go to the last dungeon, and save the world. We're just getting a better sword, that's it. Want to get rid of our butter knife. So we're getting another interruption from Coral. Thanks, Coral. Jump out. I believe you can do this while not jumping out. May have been like an error of the guy that I saw doing it once. Whatever. But it's safer. We're actually on the front of the island right now, so that we're actually done, or actually ready to just do another super swim. This may have been way too long, way too fast. Oh yeah, this is way too fast. We'll manage. So I need to... There's a small island somewhere near here. Oh, I saw it. Is that it? No, that's not the island. I should have pressed up there. Yeah, so we just lost all our speed, which is a pretty great swim from here. We'll manage, we'll manage. Actually, Wind Waker Link has like the awesome ability of not holding his breath, so we may be in trouble. Nah, this... Oh, actually. Oh! There! Oh, this guy. If you look close at these statues, actually, they kind of resemble the Pikmin. This green yellow one has like the ears that you can throw really far, really high. We already put down the red one, which has a nose. And that guy, well, is from the fire dungeon. And the next one, hopefully that we can see that up close, probably has like cute, like fins or mouth, or a mouth, which resembles the blue Pikmin. We can breathe underwater. Okay, now we have to go to this island again, and somewhere around here. Hope I'm hitting them. There are these layers that really just slow you down. Some of the islands. Outside has like the worst, I believe. Oh no, actually the next area has the worst. I just like how the sea is artifacting right there. It's safe to save here to not do the sail again if I fail. Just save. Whoops. Whoops. We're actually out of bounds right now. We're kind of out of bounds. It's this island. That was better. Like we can go a little bit outside of where the map is. But if we go any further than that, we will just void out, no problems. Yeah, he has a mouth. But if we actually go way too far, like beyond that voiding out barrier, we can again crash the Wii U. It may have happened to me once or twice. So enjoy this little cutscene. I believe this is the scene where the emote anime boy came from. Oh yeah, that happens. And all of a sudden, later comes up, all of these statues are going to talk to each other. And in the middle, because those islands are actually formed as arrows, something's gonna happen. The Tower of the Gods rises. And the best thing of the whole game in terms of cutscenes, right here. At least his expression is still great. You can go for the donation now.
We got in a 24 and 80 euro and 87 cent donation by Nepumuck, who says, "If you want the animals to live, you'll have to donate some more."
Oh. Apparently Quicker doesn't agree with that decision. So I'm trying to jump over all of these slow barriers. Totally enough for swag. Alright, the Tower of the Gods, or Tori Degli Spiriti. Spiriti. Yeah. The Tower of the Spaghetti. But if you play this game casually, you know that the first floor is pretty tedious. How about we're not gonna do it? So, there we go. Yeah, I have not the ferry, the leaf out. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. Just fall off. I want to do a bomb roll clip. No, just a bomb clip outside of here. That, like, just pushes me out of bounds like that. Sure. Oh, that actually voids out. TIL! Hello? It's also pretty weird that if you go at it with a specific angle here, you just grab the top of that thing. Whoops. A bit more magic. There's always a magic spawn in that pot. Come on. There we go. 5 sail bombs. Gonna do one more leaf bomb. Not sail bomb. And we just skipped the whole first floor. So now, wait a little bit for this BMO is going to see us. Hopefully he doesn't. Come on, no. Oh. Okay, this is fantastic. Yo, he actually killed the rat. Okay, better idea. Just wait. Don't do it, rat. I don't have any money. Actually, I do, but I just did a quick roll there to actually get the first cycle. And the Tower of the Gods. It's giving us a few trials to see if we're worthy to save the land. I would say that we are. This is the first trial. This is the first trial! Not falling. Okay, then take a little time off. So, come on is what you say to a statue of the gods. Which is pretty amazing. And because they're pretty slow, we just carry them. Except that's the actual first trial. Getting him to follow you in all its slowliness. I don't believe that there's a way to speed this up. Like maybe doing the certain hop that I'm gonna mention in a little bit. Bye. If only they were red Koopas. They would know to not fall off ledges. Anytime now. And because he's a nice guy, he's gonna learn us a new song. Which actually is the second song that we're gonna get. And the only song that we're gonna get in this run. Next to the Wind's Requiem. It's the command melody, which allows us to possess others. While it's... Yeah, you get it in this dungeon because you're supposed to control all the statues, but we're not gonna do that. That's slow. However, even in the run, we'll use it in other dungeons. Which is pretty weird, pretty psycho, but hey, it's Nintendo. They can make everything look like it's intended. Okay, so in the next room there's a trick called the Cosmo Hop. And it basically allows you to just go through the side of the room and... there we go. Let's try that again. I need to do the setup right, because I believe it was either Troc or Cryptek, old Wind Waker SD runners, who found a new setup for this newer trick, which is way faster, and we don't have to set up anything else if I don't fall there. So, stand here correctly. Yeah, first try. Normally you're supposed to stand all the way there, stand on the top, like the far edge, line up yourself and then hope that you got it. I got a pretty alright setup, but I'm pretty happy that that new setup was found. It's way faster. Fuzziness improved it by a little bit, with the item slide going through there. And oh boy, it's our first Dark Nut. However, this Dark Nut is pretty easy. I need to do 3 spin attacks. Normal hit. And jump over. Jump over. Actually, armor off. And that's it. Normally this one has more HP, or... well, I guess the same amount since you have the butter knife. But for some reason, if you damage the armor and then hit it off, the damage from the armor actually conveys to the damage of the Dark Nut. So they have kind of a shared health, but only if you don't destroy the armor. If you destroy it, like the armor just gets destroyed and he has still full HP. So that's a pretty cool trick. Okay, so now we need to see how good my aim is. Oh yeah, we get the bow and arrow, amazing. Get the statue. Fast enough I can still make the jump. Yep. And that's our second statue. I'm kind of low on life, which is unfortunate. Actually, I'm gonna definitely use in the next section. The second one is not gonna give me a song. Bad kid. Gonna give me a long cutscene, however. Magic. Health? Yeah. Okay, so normally there's this whole parkour that you need to do. But if you're fast enough, you can get right on this elevator and get the key from here. Going away is even better. Like you just fall down. And after that, you go back, item slide into the next room, and that one also has a certain puzzle going on. The keys RNG. I knew it was gonna happen. These keys can just get in your way if you're not paying that much attention. Or even when you're paying attention, it's just there's nothing that you can do against it. So there are lasers over there, but like with your insane speed that you can get, you can just go through the lasers. We need to get out still. This may have been bad. Yeah, okay, that was bad. I'm just gonna do it the easy way. Do command melody. I think I know why. Yeah, because I came from a hiding platform. Oh well, good enough. Okay, so now there's a new enemy in this room, a Wizrobe. I need to see where he is. On the left side. Away and kill it quickly. Oh, if I hit it correctly with a jump attack spin, quick spin, he would actually just stay dead longer. Or be down longer, heck. So, this is a skill puzzle. And I do like the level of details that was in this game. Like if something happens that you can see that actually weight with force actually it influences each other. Like not even the weight of some stuff that's pre-programmed, but also the force that you're doing stuff with. So if you fall down, it actually goes down a little bit and then restores to what it should be. So with all of these trials cleared already, they're allowing us to go to the next floor. Go to our last trial. And bonk. I can do with it. We'll get a hearts later on. Okay. So again, we're going through the lasers with massive amount of speed. If I get an item slide working. There we go. Fun fact about the item slide. You're getting a lot of speed exponentially, so if you like the first 2 seconds are pretty alright, and then it gets pretty scary. And there we go. And like if you hold it down for 8 seconds, like the number will be so high it exceeds the float. Like exceeds the number of like how much a float can have. So you're literally just breaking the Wii U. I was at another marathon and I I was like explaining it to an old runner, and he actually just held down the item slide for way too long, and eventually the Wii U just gave a nice buzzing sound. Okay, we're at the final boss right now of this category. Godon. He's like kind of a gatekeeper, but he's a pretty cool guy. And you may recognize his pattern. You may recognize the pattern, not a pattern. Like, yeah, just like the general boss. He may or may not have been in other Nintendo games before. Say Mario 64, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Star Fox, probably a few more. In some sense, even Ocarina of Time. Perfect first phase, actually. We're just alternatively hitting the hands. Okay, sure, if he wants to go first. Eyes open. Okay, I wasted a few arrows. And if you actually stand like dead center beneath him, he will not do his attack. You have like free range over him. So, Magic Nintendo number 3. Now we're doing the same eye. There's no reason for it other than I would like to change the screw strings a little bit. Only missed 3 of them, and 1 bomb. Amazing voice acting. That was the whole boss, yeah. Are we? Oh no, we still have to get our Master Sword. And it's pretty close by. All we have to do is ring the bell. Go down. Yeah, I think time is going to be in 3 minutes from now. So, we have enough magic. I didn't even look at like how many magic there was, or how much magic there was. And somehow a portal opens in the middle of the Tower of the Gods section. Oh hey, there's Cake Fart again. We named him Cake Fart just for funsies. As an honorable mention. Like the game still thinks it's called the King of Red Lions. This is our story. Under the sea. Yo, where's Jeff? Oh, he's not here. He actually wanted to run Kingdom Hearts 2 here, with a donation incentive being singing and doing Atlantica World. Hey Jeff! Finny fun! So yeah, there's still a lot of oh, what's going on around here cutscenes. color still has yet to be invented. So we're almost there. And instead of just walking in like a normal guest, we're just gonna item slide in. Or get stuck. And now we're into this here, and there's this moblin just going after me, but he's frozen in time. Those cool guys. So there's still a puzzle to get beneath the thing. Fortunately, this is an SD where we need to go upstairs, out of bounds, and do something really precise. We can just use the power of speed. And time is coming up soon. Okay. Hey Ingrid, excellent. And time. I'm waiting on them. Yeah, bear skip still has yet to happen. It's gonna happen right after this cutscene. Normally we do it at Hyrule too. We gonna have a timer for that? Oh boy. So yeah, everything that was like alive or like frozen in time here is alive again. But yeah, that doesn't matter because we now ditch our butter knife. We now have the Spada Supreme, I believe. El Spada Supreme. Suprema, even. It's Italian, of course. I mean, he can walk over the cable, no problem. True that. Language. Whoa, Inspector Gadget is here. Okay, I'm gonna make a safety save right here, because I only have magic for one attempt of Hyrule Escape, which is a trick to skip fighting all of these guys. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the infamous barrier is right here, right there. We're trying to get through it. We can do a trick on knockback cancel with the Wind Waker. I'm just trying to mash it. Maybe get it. Okay, we're not gonna mash it. Maybe I should mash it. 3, 2, 1. We can do the knockback cancel. Okay, there we go. Knockback cancel. We're currently past the damage barrier, and now I need to look. Actually, more importantly, away with motion controls. Okay, so now I need to look really closely at the top. I'm gonna go for this angle. Uh, there we go. And this is all it is. It's currently waiting for my speed to drop below 6,000. Because we need a speed of... Actually, we need a speed of below 6,000 and above 40 speed units, or whatever it is. And it might take a while, yeah. Great. So we need... So I've heard that... oh, there actually is a dance party already back there. But yeah, it's a thing of blink and you miss it. It can be pretty tedious. Back in the practice room, I was talking to some others, even looking at some others, because you don't really need to focus all that much. I was looking at someone else and was like, oh yo, I clipped. Yo, Sita, why are you still here? Nah, you can stay, you can stay. No, no I'm not. I'm currently looking at Super Metroid being set up right there. Just to not look at the screen, since that brings bad luck. Yeah, this is all it is for now. So yeah, it would be easier with like my laptop right here showing me exactly what X coordinate I was on with the correct angle. Unfortunately, that would be cheating in a run, that is. This is not a run, fortunately. So yeah, I did it twice before earlier. The music, I want to comment on the music as well. It's pretty soft. It's like, oh, there's nothing going on, just looking around, sightseeing. This is actually the pretty, yeah, the most intense trick of the whole game. I got way too much speed though. This is fast. Know what? I don't know my speed, I just know that I'm way too fast since it's taking a while. And because I kind of took my time with, I have kind of a pattern for starting the item slide here. So I'll give it a few more minutes. Like, not this one, we'll have a few more attempts, don't worry about that. If only there was a way to drop speed faster other than... something happened. We shouldn't hope for that. Is it a possibility to give everyone a rope here? We all need to do the dance. Amazing. I kind of want to try a new attempt. Shave a little bit. Yeah, let's do a new attempt. We have way too much speed. Okay, so this is a different television, though. Yes, I'm blaming that again, Okay, this is slower. May have been too slow. Yeah, again, it's a pretty precise trick. Only a few angles work. And I don't know my speed. I feel that it's slower than just like the time before. I would like to show it off. Hey! That's barrier skip for you. So I don't have the magic for it right now since it's we're not like the right thing. However, I would like to show you that like we're still in a damage barrier. So the moment we actually take damage indeed, the game is trying to push us back towards the barrier. We can still damage that, but yeah, that's happening right now. Okay, that looked pretty not fine. Alright, this has been Barrier Skip. This has been the Wind Waker HD Master Sword, not Master Quest. Let's go for all dungeons next time, whenever that may be. Thanks for watching, and we're about to start Super Metroid already. We're gonna start immediately?
No intermission.
Okay.